Hey guys, so check it out. I was thinking about that last video I made, and there was some things I said. I really wanted to come back and I want to touch on that. It was something I said at the very end of the last video, and we're going to talk about that real quick. I think it's extremely important, and I didn't put as much emphasis on it as I should have. So let's have an honest conversation. The last video, I was talking about the Staccato P4, I think it is. Yeah, P4, Staccato P4. As you can tell, the gun is empty. Double checking. We were talking about, review, 6-month review. And at the very end of the video, I said, does this gun make you a better shooter? If you have this gun, will this, basically make you go fast? Well, the answer is no. I don't think it will. And I want to do something. I'm going to explain my reasoning in a way that I don't think everybody else does. I'm going to explain this using metrics. Before we get there, let's turn around and kind of give you the backstories of what I say to this and why I'm saying this. So the Staccato, I've had this for a while, and when I got this gun, I changed it from a gun I have carried for almost 15 years. This Glock Gen 3. As you can see, and it's empty. As you can see, this gun is obviously well worn, and there's probably not a lot of parts that are original. It's kind of like the Theseus project. If you are a college student, you probably have heard of the Theseus project, but we'll get back to that another time. So the original parts on this gun, a lot of them's been changed out through all the years. Very little remains of the original Glock with the exception of the frame. I've had this Glock for a long time, but as you can tell, it's starting to get old. After 15 years of shooting the same gun, thousands of rounds, it starts to kind of start wearing out, and things are not really working as well as it used to. So it was time to upgrade. So that's why I ended up going with the Staccato. Now, that's the backstory. Now the question is after buying the Staccato, does the Staccato make me a better shooter? Was I going to see myself leveling up? So we go to USPSA. A lot of guys, there's some guys on YouTube that talks about go shoot competitions, but we don't see, how are we scoring? How are we getting metrics? How are we getting our numbers to see where our performance is? In a performance-based training environment, all these numbers are going to matter. They're going to show you, a lot of guys that are much heavier and much better at USPSA than me are going to be able to look at them numbers, and they're going to know when someone is lying about their skill level based upon just the numbers alone. Now, I'm going to be a little bit honest, and it's going to, probably not make me look like the best, but that's okay. Honesty is the best policy, or that's what they say. So, I'm going to put something up. Well, wait, before I do, I'm going to finish this last part. So the question is, and the question I posed is, does shooting this gun make me a better shooter with this gun than I would be with this gun? My answer is no, it does not. In USPSA, I shoot this in carry optics. This is, of course, like I said, this is my Glock. It's a Glock 17. I shoot this in carry optics. I use a Holosun 507 comp with just regular magazines. Okay. Now, this gun, this is my Staccato. Now, my Staccato I shoot in limited optics. Now, essentially, they are going to be very similar, in terms of overall how they work. As you can see, they're about the same length, roughly. About. And when I say about, it's just kind of about. Both of them are using an optic. Both of them have right around the same size. But this is in limited optics, this is in carry optics. Now, back to my question. Am I a better shooter with this gun? In theory, I should be a much better shooter with this gun, which is, $3,200 versus when I bought this gun. I bought this used, and this gun was $250. Let's look at the numbers now. Now that we've gotten here, let's go to the numbers. So when you're looking at the numbers right now, this is going to be my USPSA classification, I guess you could say. And as you can see, you'll see both carry optics that I compete in and limited optics. Now there's something very interesting. I want you to pay attention to this. In the percentage, they are both exactly 53%. Now, for the guys who do know, that means I am a C-class shooter in both of them. So, both of them now, like I said, they are 53%. There is only a 0.4% difference between me shooting the Glock and me shooting the Staccato. What does this mean? What this means is it doesn't matter whether I'm shooting this gun or this gun. I am still shooting at the same performance level, regardless of the platform that I'm using. I can show those numbers and say that it doesn't matter what gun I have, whether I have a really nice gun or this worn out gun, I'm still going to be shooting exactly the same. Not a lot of guys are going to try and show you whatever their classification is. They're not going to show you whether they're an A, B, C, D, E, F, G class shooter. But I felt like this was something that needed to be shared. A lot of guys, they'll say, well, I need this gun to be able to be, to be able to perform. No, you need to be able to shoot the gun you have to be able to perform. It doesn't matter what gun you're shooting, whether it's this one or whether it's this one. Brantley Merriam, a world-class shooter, amazing shooter. I've watched him shoot in person. He shoots a Glock. He is fabulous. Doesn't sound right. He is beyond an amazing shooter, but yet he shoots basically a Glock, and he shoots it amazingly. Now, am I talking you out of buying this? No, absolutely not. Would I buy this again? Absolutely, yes, 100%. The difference between, for me, the difference is both these guns do the exact same thing. They both get you to where you want to be. Just one of them gets you there a little bit nicer. One of them drives a little bit better, I guess you could say, a little bit smoother ride. One of them it's better ride overall. Now, the reality though is if you ain't putting in the time, this isn't going to try and do anything for you. You've got to be able to put time on task and be able to hammer at your craft to be able to see the results. Whether you're shooting this or whether you're shooting this, it really doesn't matter which one. You're going to see the same exact results. Just one's going to try and look a little bit better and get you there a little bit smoother. All right, guys. If you like this little bit of honesty and you think that honesty like this is good and you want to try and see more content like this, smash that like and subscribe. Let everybody know I'm out here. I like talking about guns, but sometimes it would be nice to know that there's somebody out there listening. So I'm going to do another video on my USPSA I just shot here recently, and we'll do a review of that. I'm going to break it down. Literally, I'm going to break it down stage by stage and point out all the faults so you can see where I did wrong and where you can do right. Okay, guys, see y'all the next one.